Doing Entertainment, and today is October 7, 2023. We are scheduled to visit the Niagara Falls, one of the top 5 most visited place on the planet. And right now, nandito po tayo sa loob ng bus in Thornhill, Ontario, among the suburbs here in the municipality of York in Ontario. So okay, doing entertainment, it's 10 degrees Celsius ngayon dito sa Ontario, Canada, or Toronto, Canada, for our journey to the among the best tourist destination in the world. Top 5 nga po ito, no, about tourist destination. And we have a Canadian guest here. Is from Thornhill, Ontario, or Thornhill, Toronto, Canada. And mag-share po siya ng mga information about Canada, no? So yan, what is this road all about?
This is Highway 401, one of the biggest highways in Canada. It will take you to Niagara Falls, beautiful Niagara Falls.
So this is Highway 401, a common road or common expressway here in Toronto. It's also from Pearson Airport. You can connect here to Thornhill, no? So tell something about this highway.
Yes, so it's a King's Highway 401, commonly referred to as Highway 401, and also known by its official name as Macdonald-Cartier Freeway, or colloquially referred to as 1. The 401 is a controlled access 400 series highway in the Canadian province of Ontario. The length is 828 kilometers, constructed in December 1947.
Oh, that's a long time ago. So this is an old or a very traditional expressway in Canada way back. So this is going to be the super highway or expressway leading to, of course, to Niagara Falls, given also that we planned to go to these majestic and a US border also, no? Because Niagara Falls borders 2 countries, Canada and the United States. And right now we're off to Mississauga first, kasi dito medyo nagsasakay pa dito before, no? This yung sinakay po namin is a casino bus leading to kasi mas madali ito instead of using other buses. Ito yung pinakamabilis, no, for you to get into the Niagara Falls. So right now mapasok po tayo sa Mississauga. So tell something about Mississauga other than this is among the 801 or 800 plus cities and municipalities in Canada. Okay, yan.
Mississauga is a large Canadian city neighboring Toronto on Lake Ontario. On the lakefront, Port Credit has shops, a working lighthouse, and a marina with a grounded freighter. Multi-use trails wind through the city's parks and woodlands.
Historically known as Toronto Township, this Canadian city which is adjacent to Toronto. Mississauga is home to about 760,000 residents, 500 parks, including 1,200 plus restaurants. Of course, they have also 2,800 retail shops, and interestingly, Mississauga has about 400 kilometer cycling network. In the Philippines, we have about 1,000.
There is one big shopping center called Square One. It's a major mall in Mississauga, and Mississauga is a very fast developing city. It has many amazing condominiums and houses.
So right now, makikita niyo po dito sa harapan niyo ang popular lake Among the popular lakes here in Canada, ito po ang Lake Ontario, which covers the cities of Toronto, Rochester, Hamilton, and Mississauga, no? Ito po ay pangatlo or 13th largest lake in the world, at ito po ay among the 5 Great Lakes of North America. Ito po ang isa sa isa sa pinaka popular dito among the Canadians and the Americans, in even the world. Kaya nga po naging pang-13 ito, no, sa pinaka popular na lakes in the world. At ito po ay may habang about 1,146 kilometers, itong lake na to. And right now, nandito po tayo ngayon sa Queen Elizabeth Way. Ito po ay isa rin sa mga kilalang highway dito sa Canada, no? At ito po ay nagkukonekta ng Niagara Peninsula and Buffalo, New York to the province of Ontario, most specifically itong Toronto, no? At ito po ay may habang 139.1 kilometers, at malapit na po dito yung kahit pa paano po yung papasok sa United States borders, yung papasok dito sa Buffalo, New York. At ito po ay is a 400 series highway in the Canadian province of Ontario, no? Inuulit ko po, linking Toronto with the Niagara Peninsula and Buffalo, New York. Ito po ay magsisimula dito sa, of course, it connects the Peace Bridge dito sa Niagara in Fort Erie, and travels 139 kilometers around the western end of Ontario, no, or Lake Ontario, given also na yung mga nandito sa kiniglidan, along the shoreline of Lake Ontario is Toronto, Rochester, Mississauga, and some. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this Queen Elizabeth Way, this 139.1 kilometer Elizabeth Way, was constructed during the first pandemic, on November, if I'm not mistaken, on November 24, 1917. Of course, during the outbreak of the First World War between 1914 and 1918 na to. At when this was constructed in 1917, about a year ago po, nagkaroon ng ng Spanish flu or yung pandemic, So isa rin po yan sa mga reasons why natapos kaagad ang World War the First, other historians told me that. So right now po mga kaibigan, nakapasok na po tayo dito sa Stanley Avenue. About a stone's throw away na lang po, or within a striking distance. Ito pong captivating and most visited place, among the most visited place on the planet. Ito po ang Niagara Falls, at dito nyo naman makikita po yung Skylon, among the of course iconic structures or edifices here in Niagara, still in Stanley Avenue. At from this perspective, you can see now the Skylon. And talking about Skylon po, it's a iconic and signature edifice here in Niagara, Ontario, with a revolving dining room and the view of Canadian Horseshoe Falls, the tallest among the 3 falls within Niagara. At aside from Horseshoe Falls, Canadian Side Falls, na ito ay nandito po ang United States American Falls and Bridal Veil Falls. Ito pong nakikita nyo sa harapan nyo, ayun, yung parang tower na yan, parang like CN Tower. And Space Needle na yun ay it stands 775 feet above the Niagara Falls Gorge. At isa rin po, ang pagkakalam ko po, ang dining dyan, it's about $55 per person. Ayan, yan ang pag nakita mo na yan, sigurado ng talagang at within striking distance ka na dito sa Niagara Falls. At ang katabi niya yung mismo ang Falls View Resort, Falls View Casino Resort. Isa rin dito sa mga kilalang mga hotels dito na naka-erect dito sa within Niagara Falls. Talking about Falls View Casino Resort, ito po ang isa sa mga pinaka-prominent features of the Niagara skyline dito sa Niagara Town in Canada. Ito po ay may halagang 1 bilyon nung ginawa ito at it was open to the public on June 10, 2004. At ito pong Falls View Resort casino na to is the largest single investment ever made by the government of Ontario in Niagara, no? At the same time, ito po ay pagmamayari ng the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation. Noong araw po kung saan po nakalagi ngayon, ito po yung kung saan po nakatayo itong Falls View Casino Resort nito ay dito po dati nakatayo yung Transformation Station Building ng Ontario Power Company mismong at the foot of Horseshoe Falls. At dati rin pong inokupa ito ng Canadian Pacific Railway Montrose Subdivision. Ito po ngayon ay pamag-aari ng Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation. The entire complex of Falls View Casino Resort is about 2,500,000 square feet. Its floor area is 200,000 square feet. Has slot machines of over 3,000 and hotel rooms, including the suites, there are 374. Health, fitness, spa area, 15,000 square feet. Restaurants, 18 nightclubs, 1 Galleria shopping center, over 30 shops. Parking spots in the parking garage is 30,000. Kukunin ko yung angulo nito. So sa pagkakataon po ito, no, naririnig na natin yung dagundong ng Niagara Falls dito mismo sa gilid ng Niagara River, no? Still under Niagara City or City of Niagara in Ontario. At alam niyo po ba na ang Niagara Falls ay tinaguriang Honeymoon Capital of the World. Ayan po, ano? Puntahan po talaga ito ng mga magsing irog sapagkat masyado kasi pong napakaganda ng kapaligiran ito, talagang mapofall in love ka sa nature, ano? At ang ito pong word na Niagara ay galing po sa isang First Nation na lingwahe, no? Tinatawag na Ogiyawara, which means a thundering noise. At ramdam po natin dito kung paano po dumadagundong ang kapaligiran dito at medyo makakaramdam ka pa rin ng mga some sort of mist na kahit nandito po rin tayo sa itaas, ano, maramdam pa natin dito yung wisik ng falls galing mismo dun sa baba, ano, sa gorge. At ito po yung may mga turista dito. Samot-sari naging ano po to, no, naging melting pot po itong Niagara kasi ito po ang isa sa top 5 most visited tourist spot in the world. At ang dagundong po na yan, ano, kaya po dumadagundong yan po ay may bilis yung pagbagsak po, ano, ng falls na yan, yung tubig galing sa itaas, no, about 56 kilometers per hour po yan, no? At meron pong dalawang falls din dyan sa American side. Ito po yung American Falls at yung isa po ay kung hindi po ako magkakamali yung tinatawag ng Bridal Veil Falls. Pero yung sa Canadian side po ay ito po ay tinatawag na Horseshoe Falls. Yan pong nakikita nyo sa ngayon, ano. At yan po yung medyo mas pinakadadayo ba. By the way, ang man-made attractions po aside from Niagara Falls ay meron pong mga man-made attractions dito within the city of Niagara, like ito pong Made of the Mist, of course, Table Rock Scenic Tunnels, Spanish Aero Car, Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, of course, Marineland, Casino Niagara, IMAX Theater, and the new Butterfly Conservatory. At kung akin po matatandaan, ano, ay naging dito rin po yata yung site ng kauna-unang hydroelectric power na inilunsad in the late 19th century ni Nikola Tesla, no? So correct me if I'm wrong. In March 1848 ay natigil po yung flow ng water dito, no? Dahil sapagkat medyo intentionally pinahinto, ano, so may parang ni-repair sa ibaba or naging because of siltation. At marami na rin pong mga nag-attempt dito na tumalon, ano. At marami nag-experiment dito, like yung mga nagbabalanse sa, ang tawag po dun ay funambulist po, ano. Ito po yung tightrope walker na kinonekta yung rope from Canadian side to the American side at lumakad, ano. At marami na rin pong nagbuwis ng buhay dito. At dito rin sinuting yung Superman 3 if I'm not mistaken, ano, yung kay Christopher Reeve, kung Superman 2 or 3 yun, ano. At at the same time po, no, itong Niagara Falls ay ang kauna-unahan pong nakapag-travel dito over the falls through a barrel ay on October 24, 1901 ay si Annie Taylor na tinaguriang Queen of the Mist. Siya po siyang school teacher from Bay City, Michigan. Siya po ang kauna-unahan dito, no? Kaya yung mga ferry dito na nag-a-accommodate ang mga tourist para mismong magkaroon ng face-to-face encounter dito sa mismong falls, lalo tong Horseshoe Falls Canadian side, ay pinangalan after Annie Taylor or tinagurian na Queen of the Mist. By the way, hindi lang naman Queen of the Mist ang napansin natin dito, no? At reportedly yung Queen of the Mist na ferry dito ay naibenta na yata sa United States. That's why. Pero meron pa rin namang mga ferry, no? Katulad ng nasakyan namin dito na operated by Canadian company. So ito po ang Niagara Falls. Napakaganda po. Kaya inyo pong puntahan ito. At of course, no wonder tinagurian itong Honeymoon Capital of the World. Sa pagkakataon po ito, binibigyan na kami ng mga raincoat or kapote, no? Para hindi kami masyadong mabasa dito. Lalo kung may dala ka mga cellphone or yung ay basa yung damit mo, kasi talagang hindi maiiwasan. Malakas ang mist dito, like yung dito lang sa American Falls, at lalong-lalo dun sa may buhos talaga. Pagdating mo dyan sa loob ng Horseshoe Falls, at ito na, nagbibis na isa-isa, no, in preparation. Dito to aboard the Niagara City cruises, ano. Hindi po Made of the Mist ang aming sinakyan, kundi ang Niagara City cruises. We're about to board. Also known as Made of the Mist. Parehas lang ba yun? Made of the Mist saka ito?
Made of the Mist. Kasi binenta na yun.
So sa pagkakataon pong ito, ano, talagang pumipeso na tayo dito sa may upper deck. Medyo unahan po ito, ano. At pinakamaganda po kasi position dito ay dito sa may upper deck para mas makikita mo yung periphery at kung gaano po talaga ka laki itong tatlong waterfalls dito na ating makikita mamaya-maya. Ang mga nandito po ay nakikita nyo po ito, lane na yan. Yan po ang Pisa Border Bridge, ano. Peace Bridge na tinatawag, which separates the two country, Canada and United States. Yan po ang Peace Bridge, no? Actually, USA border na po yan. At tayo po yung pumapasok ay nagpupumilit po tayong kahit pa paano ay pumwesto sa itaas, sa upper deck, para kahit pa paano po ay wala pong sagabal pagdating mo sa angguluhan sa camera dito, kasi pag medyo nasa ilalim ka, medyo haharang pa yung itaas na o yung upper deck sa iyong pag-aanggulo sa camera, no? So ito, pumapasok na po tayo, pumapeso tayo sa migilid at nakikita na natin yung kauna-unahang falls na nakikita dito. Ito po yung American Falls. Ito po yung may taas na 110 feet at may lapad na 950 feet. Or United States of America side po yan, ano? Tatlo po ang waterfalls dito. Yung American Falls po na yan, yan po ang pangalawa sa pinakamalaking or largest falls dito sa Niagara. Tatlo po itong falls dito. Ang pinakamalaki po yung Horseshoe Falls na ating pupuntahan at ating pong lalakbayin, no, face to face dito sa Canada side. Tatlo pong waterfalls to: Horseshoe Falls sa Canada side at American Falls and Bridal Veil Falls dito sa American side. Ito, pumapesto na po tayo ngayon at medyo ramdam na natin yung wisik ng konti ng American Falls. By the way, itong American Falls, once again ay kung di po ako magkakamali, dito na sa Buffalo, New York ito, nagbo-border. Ito, sinisimulan na po natin. It's a 20-minute face-to-face journey within the Niagara, lalo dito face-to-face with Horseshoe Falls of Niagara Falls dito sa Canada side. So 20 minutes po to, no? At sisimulan na natin. Or during entertainment will tell us, Jan will tell us about something about Niagara Falls. So Jan, how many tourists per year visit this wonderful place, the Niagara Falls?
Niagara Falls is visited by millions of people. So it's like really a lot of people come every year. It's one of the major attractions in Canada that everybody wants to visit. It's beautiful.
Wow. So I think one of them is Superman, you know. no, just pulling your leg, you know. Niagara Falls, for your information, has 3 falls, you know. 2 from the American side and 1 from Canadian side. So what is the name of the falls in the Canadian side? And how tall it is? Yeah.
Yes, so the Canadian side is the Horseshoe Falls. It stands at approximately 57 meters, 187 feet tall. Unbelievable.
Yes, and Niagara also has a popular, you know, hotel here. It's Falls View Casino Resort, which is centrally located within Niagara Falls, among the popular hotels here in Niagara. And of course, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Niagara Falls formed 12,000 years ago, ano? So, Ian, can you tell something about the age of Niagara Falls?
Yes, so the falls were formed during the last Ice Age, around 12,000 years ago. Can you believe it?
Yes.
As glaciers receded and water from the newly formed Great Lakes began to flow towards the Atlantic Ocean. It's amazing.
So the water in Niagara Falls flows to Lake Ontario and then exits to Atlantic Ocean, among the 4 oceans in the world. Most probably the third biggest ocean in the world. And can you tell something about the flow rate of Niagara? Yan.
Yes, the average flow rate is over Niagara Falls is approximately 2,400 cubic meters. That's 85,000 cubic feet per second. Unbelievable. This equates to about 750,000 gallons per second, or enough water to fill 1 million bathtubs every minute. Really interesting.
So, in ordinary household, you can fill bathtubs for how many minutes, Yan? In a household, so about it will take you about 30 minutes to fill a single tub. But in Niagara Falls, the flow rate, or you can translate that 56 kilometers per hour, or you can fill about 1 million of bathtubs for a minute, because these Niagara Falls equates to about 750,000 gallons per second, the flow rate of Niagara Falls. So can you tell something about other trivia in Niagara? Okay.
Niagara Falls is an important source of hydroelectric power for both Canada and the United States. The first hydroelectric plant at Niagara Falls began to operation in 1895, and today the falls provide power to millions of people.
And for your information, Jan, this is the experimentation made by Nikola Tesla in 1895 in Niagara Falls, New York, and this was the beginning of electrification of the United States and in the world. So that's the biggest contribution of Nikola Tesla in the world, and that's why when you visit Niagara Falls, you can see the Nikola Tesla Plaza, most probably a tribute to Nikola Tesla about the era of electrification to the world. So about Niagara Falls, so Horseshoe is the tallest among the three falls that you can see in Niagara City. So Niagara Falls, or the Horseshoe Falls, the Canadian side, once again, is approximately 57 meters, or equivalent to 187 feet. And Sky Lawn is also erected here. And Skylon, in my opinion, is among the original structures here erected within Niagara. So tell something about this Skylon.
So Skylon Tower, located in Niagara Falls, Ontario, is the tallest total entertainment complex. The Skylon Tower includes indoor-outdoor observation of the falls from 233 meters, that's 764 feet. Two great dining rooms, both overlooking the falls, the Skylon Tower Summit Suite Buffet Dining Room and the Skylon Tower Revolving Dining Room. At the base, Niagara's largest indoor amusement area, Skylon Fun Center, complete with the food court and 4D theater, unfortunately for now temporarily closed.
Okay, so we can see also here the falls view, just like what I've said, and comprised of dozens of restaurants inside, and of course Niagara Town, or Niagara City, is also home to wineries. Is that correct, Jan?
It is correct. There is a winery, beautiful winery in Niagara on the Lake. They make the best ice wine, which is made from frozen grapes.
Wow, good to know about the products or produce of Niagara. So right now we're about to take a U-turn here. We're done. We're now heading towards the Peace Bridge, the border bridge connecting the two countries, Canada and the United States. So, all right. Speaking of the Peace Bridge, the connecting bridge, or the border itself, which connects the two countries. Okay, Jan will tell something about this Peace Bridge here in Niagara.
Yes, the Peace Bridge is an international bridge between Canada and the United States at the east end of Lake Erie at the source of Niagara River, about 20 kilometers upriver of Niagara Falls. It connects Buffalo, New York, in the United States to Fort Erie, Ontario, in Canada. It opened June 1st, 1927. Construction started in 1925. Total length is 1,768 meters.
So still right now, it's between 1925 and 1987. Is that correct, Jan?
Yes.
And moreover, during the construction of this Peace Bridge, the first motel opened in California in 1925, and as well as Great Gatsby by Scott Fitzgerald was published, and at the same time Mount Rushmore National Monument site was dedicated. And of course, Chrysler Corporation was founded during the construction of this Peace Bridge, which connects the two countries, Canada and the United States. Okay, we're now facing the American side right now. It has two falls, the American Falls and the Bridal Veil Falls, and right now we are facing towards the tallest among the three, the Horseshoe Falls, Canadian side.